So, I've not posted an update for a week or so because we've hit a bit of a snag. Sad face. Remember when I said the chassis was good? There was no problems. It was all been welded up by the previous owner. Everything was great. Yeah, you can see where this is going. Let me show you. So firstly, got this corner back on okay. Had a nightmare trying to compress that spring. Note to self, don't ever take these two bolts off. Take those three and the bottom bolt out and the spring will come off complete with the shock. Trying to compress that back in took me 2 days using spring compressors, ratchet straps and 2 people's weight. It was a nightmare. Anyway, that's not the problem. That was a problem, that's not the problem anymore. Let me show you underneath. For some reason, this side seems to be the issue. So, started welding a patch on here, it was a bit crispy. Put a patch in here, no problem. Started putting in a second patch under the jack there. Traced it back, found another hole, cut that one out, and you can see daylight through the other side there, and through this side. So basically the bottom is shot, and the 2 sides are shot. It's okay at the very top, and it's okay nearer the top of these sidebars. But as we go back, there was a patch there upon by the previous owner which I've peeled off because the weld hasn't stuck, because he hasn't cut out the piece underneath. So the rust has just travelled straight into that second piece. And I don't know if you can see because it's quite dark, but going all the way back along that inside edge, there's holes back to where that stack of bricks is. So I've now got a piece about 2 foot to cut in, which obviously isn't perfect, and I haven't been back any further, so it might be shot all the way back to the exhaust tunnel back there. I don't know. So yeah, pretty annoying. So this obviously leaves me with a couple of options. I can either A, strip the engine off, take everything off I've already put on, send this chassis away and get it shot blasted back to bare metal so I know exactly what it is I'm dealing with. I've seen another chassis on eBay for about 300 quid, which is really cheap, and it's all bare metal. There hasn't had a lick of paint on it, and it looks really, really nice, but it's about 4 hours drive away. So by the time I counter in that money, the travel, etc., you know, it's worth doing. But obviously if I pay to get this shot blasted and then it turns out that it's only that part that I've discovered so far, then I've sort of wasted the money for the shot blasting because I knew that was there anyway. So I've been mulling it over today what to do. Part of me wants to just roll it into a ditch and have done with it, you know. And I'm sure anyone who's ever done any kind of restoration before knows what it's like to be going along swimmingly and then all of a sudden find something that's just completely spoils your day. But you know, that's part of it, I guess, especially when you live where I do in the southwest. The sea air down here just eats steel, especially anything gets parked outside, especially something that's 45 odd years old. So you know, I was kind of hoping that the previous owner would have done what he said. He's been through the chassis, it's all good. Well, it ain't. Whether he knew about it or not, I don't know. It had all been painted over, so I don't know. He also said the engine was perfect, and of course the engine wasn't perfect, as you've seen in my previous videos. So basically nothing he said has been true. I've had to redo every single part of it so far. So what we're going to do is, I got a friend coming with an engine hoist. We're going to pull the block out, leave the back wheels on, I think, hopefully, I don't know yet. I may have to pull that up as well and get the chassis stood up against the wall. Because with that, then, I can get into those side rails and start cutting it back and seeing how bad the damage is. The problem is, of course, when you're underneath the car, twisting your head, looking up sideways, after an hour or so of that, your neck just feels like it wants to snap off. And obviously it's covered in paint and under seal and God knows what, which I need to clean off to get the weld to stick, otherwise it will not stick. And I don't want to be replicating the work any more than I have done already. So whilst the rest of the chassis looks lovely, and again, is solid, the last bit I get to, that bloody corner, is the one that's causing me all the problems. This is the outside edge of it. You can see here, that's all gone through there. The top edge is fine, and going back is fine. So hopefully it's only bad as far back as here. Apologies, my camera lens is steaming up. So yeah, bit of a setback, less than perfect, but I have a plan. Engine out, stand it up, strip it right back, get some wire wheels and some flappy paddles on it, get it back to bare metal, cut out all the crap. I'll go and buy a load of 2.5 mil steel, get it chopped up, get it cut in, and then I can finally get this chassis done. I was so hoping to be able to put a video out saying, chassis done, let's get outside and have a look at it, it will look amazing. Now I can start on the bodywork, but it was not to be. So yeah, sad times. But there we go. Hopefully, by the next time you see a video, it will be me saying, chassis done, or at least be halfway through it. Because at the moment, I've lost the will to live. There we go. Get on and deal with it. Also, we've hit 100 subscribers, so obviously in YouTube terms it's tiny, and I'm not here to try and build a YouTube channel. That was never my intention. It was just more to document my build as I go. Maybe it will help someone else, and maybe I'll look back on it in years to come and go, wow, see how naive I was. But it's still cool nonetheless. So anyone who has subbed and is watching the videos, thank you, I do appreciate it. It's nice to know that the videos I'm doing aren't just, you know, going nowhere. So yeah, thank you.